The first version, you only gotta worry about missing NPCs. Any version after that, you will have missing weapons. However, if you know what you're doing, you can make things work. Hello everybody, I am the Bad Nectar 3000. Today, we're gonna see if all of the versions of Nightmare House 2 work in Garry's mod. That's right, all of the versions, including the lost files. Boo! Jesus Christ, no, game. No, thank you. Thank you. All of the versions I will be looking at will be on the source game engine. Spoiler alert, okay, let's go. Ugh, God. Let's start things off with Nightmare House, the map pack for Half-Life 2.
Get on my horse, I'll take you around the universe.
Yep, that works. No additional content needed, nothing is imploding, all of the logic stuff is in order, it's already on the Gmod workshop, everything is good to go. Now let's take a look at Nightmare House 2.
Sweet lemonade, sweet lemonade.
As you can see, Garry's mod prioritizes its own models and textures. The axe is a crowbar, Emily is some lady from Half-Life 2, the zombies in the prologue have head crabs on them, they will throw head crabs at you, the Osprey is a sci-fi helicopter, Dr. Romero is some guy from Half-Life 2, and the medical whiteboard is showing instructions on how to take out a strider using the Magnuson device from Half-Life 2 Episode 2. If that's the only issue, then Nightmare House 2 should be 100% playable, right? Nope! That was the most incorrect nope I ever noped. You know the zombies from the hospital? They're not there. Why? Even though the code for the zombies are dangerously close to being just Half-Life 2 zombies, they are still custom entities. Garry's mod will not port custom entities. If you know a thing or two about coding, you could probably get away with just replacing them with Half-Life 2 zombies. Here's a big issue. Once you beat the prologue, you will not be sent to the next map. Why not? This is on purpose. You can't use the map to do console commands on Garry's mod for security reasons. This is also the reason why pre-rendered cutscenes won't play. Not sure if it'll work anyway since this is clearly a custom command. Another issue is that if you activate this gate in NH2C6, the scene where you need to shoot the crazy SWAT member happens a little too early. So if you don't have a clear shot of the mad SWAT member, you're screwed. Here's a command to get unstuck. Speaking of special weapons and tactics, you cannot pick up the leader's shotgun after the helicopter crash. Why? Because it's in the floor. You heard me. In the floor. You're gonna have to pull it out using the drive thing from the context menu to grab it. Yay! During the end boss fight, you might get stuck if it's too close to the doors during the second nightmare sequence. Whoops. Daddy. In both endings, the player can free themselves by pressing the use key. Haha! Try and catch me now! There are a few more lightweight issues. There are no particles, and there is no dialogue. Why is there no dialogue? All of the versions of Nightmare House 2 uses a custom sound manifest. Pretty much a sound library that will make your footsteps sound different every time you take a step. Garry's mod will not port sound manifests. The game will break soundwaves if you do that.
Security alert. Area under lockdown. Please remain calm and wait for further assistance.
May I also explain why it sounds like someone's firing a gun at the end of this sequence. Yep, and here's the end credits for Half-Life 2 instead of Nightmare House 2. Whoops. Not really an issue, but I'm pointing it out anyways. The player in Gmod can jump in the vents without the aid of props. By the power of high mobility. And finally, the automatic scare system will not turn off the flashlight. And even if a regular scripted event turns off your flashlight, you can just turn it back on. I don't like Chapter 5 anyways, so I see this as an absolute win. Oh, and before I forget, there's this one missing decal. It's also present in the source mod, but I'm going to point it out anyways to let people know it's always been there. I could have sworn I never saw any missing textures in my initial playthrough. It's gonna drive me nuts. What the frick? Alrighty, and that was version 1.0. Let's take a look at the 2015 edition.
Shut up, woman, get up my horse.
Duh, I'm stuck in the geometry. I'll have to crouch to unstuck myself. Ugh. The 2015 edition of Nightmare House 2 is pretty much the same game with a fresh kind of paint. Also, the weapons are actual weapons, and not reskinned weapons from Half-Life 2. That means the weapons will not be ported over to Garry's mod. Apart from the weapons, everything is pretty much the same as version 1. No zombies, the flashlight stays with it forever, the flashlight is floating. Hey! Emily uses her proper model! But there is something new in the 2015 release. Loading into the map 4122.5.php normally, you will be booted back to the main menu. In Garry's mod, this doesn't happen! Yay! Also, this map uses files from Half-Life 2 Episode 1. How do I know? So yeah, you will need Half-Life 2 Episode 1 for these sounds to play. Everything else should be okay all by itself. One more thing. Upon activating the gate in NH2C6, the crazy SWAT member scene will start right after you pull the levy. Right when I was gonna do the end scene for this bit, I discovered you cannot break these boards with traditional weapons. You can't use the crowbar, you can't shoot it, you can't explode it, you can use sci-fi weapons to dislodge it, but you can't break it. It took me a while to figure it out, but you will need something that can do slash damage. Alright, now here's some irony. The damage filter works perfectly in Garry's mod. In the original source mod, any melee weapon can break them. That's funny. And that was the 2015 edition. Now let's take us to Lost Files. Ooh.
Look at my horse is amazing.
Might want to mount Nightmare House 2 before mounting this to Garry's mod. Any version will do as long as there's a 2 after Nightmare House. Here we have Wally! Yep, that's Wally from the Walt Disney movie Wally. The only noteworthy thing about making the Lost Files work in Garry's mod is the house map has multiple spawn points, and the numbers map uses sound files from Half-Life 2 Episode 1. And those were the Lost Files. And now for the Steam Bullies.
Horse is amazing. Give it a lick.
You're gonna need to mount multiple folders to get this one to work. Yep, gonna have to address the map making tool for the elephant in the room. This mod uses MapBase, a map making tool for source mods. It has hard hints, number keypad entities, so you won't need a bunch of entities to make one keypad, and a bunch of other stuff, like shaders. Haha! Garry's mod will not port custom shaders. So yeah, we have wireframes everywhere. Also, this mod uses a proper text files when showing the titles of chapters. So that means we get hashtag NH underscore chapter underscore 1 underscore intro underscore 1. With that out of the way, we have non-wavy trees. Yep. Everything after this is pretty much the same. There's the Ramirez guy from Half-Life 2. The players in the Great Airport and Freeman, there are no weapons, I like when I play, Freeman and cutscenes don't exist, and we have then credits for Half-Life 2. And now for the noteworthy stuff. Got more test button doesn't work. Yep. Alrighty, and those were all of the source versions of Nightmare House 2. Overall, if you can replace all of the weapons and zombies with weapons and zombies from Half-Life 2, then the game is 100% playable. Every other issue is too small to worry about. Way too small. Don't even think about it. Alright, now thank you all so much for watching. Like, not needing to mount everything to get everything to work. That update for Garry's Mod was a godsend. If you like not needing to mount everything to get everything to work. Hey. Like, well, I gotta know, see you in the next video. Very well, my people. If you're a long-time viewer of mine, then you may know about the Dear Developer series where I write open letters to developers of source games. I'm not gonna do that for this mod. I'm just gonna send them this video and see what they think.